Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Physio Ki Pathshala. My name is Devanshi Shah and today we are going to learn about Perthes disease. So let's start. First we will learn the definition. Perthes disease is a osteochondrosis of the femoral head. Osteochondrosis is avascular necrosis, that is interruption of the blood supply of the femoral head that can lead to avascular necrosis, and there is abnormal flattening of the femoral head. Okay, these are the contents of our topic today, and first we will start with the introduction. So Perthes disease is also known as leg calf disease. This name is given by the doctors who found the disease. So as I earlier told you, it is a one type of osteochondrosis. It affects children between 4 to 10 years of age. So it is common in children's. It is mostly unilateral and it affects male patient more than the females. So let's learn about pathogenesis of the Perthes disease. It is divided into three stages. So first is the avascular necrosis. So due to some unknown reason, there is interruption in the blood supply of the femoral head, and that will lead to tissue death over the femoral head. Okay, so after some times there is generation of new blood vessels over that femoral head, and there arises macrophage that will initiate the phagocytosis process. So macrophage will remove all the dead tissue over the femoral head, and as the phagocytosis process is done, there is loss of bone mass over the femoral head, and so it will lead to weakening of the bone. And as we know, as the bone is weak, it is more prone to fracture or dislocation, and that also leads to reduction in range of motion. Okay, so occasionally in some cases it self resolves as the remodeling of the bone initiates. So as the bone remodeling started, new bone replaces the necrosed bone, and with time normal functioning of the joint is gained. Okay, so you can see here that is bone death over the right hip joint, that also shows osteochondrosis. Another image we have on right side hip joint, we have flattened femoral head, that is the image of Perthes disease. Okay, now we will take a look of clinical features. First is limp and hip pain. There is pain over the hip joint and it may refer to the knee joint, so that will lead to limping during it. Then there will be atrophy of the thigh muscles. You can check it bilaterally. Then there will be restriction of range of motion, especially abduction and internal rotation ranges are restricted, and that can also cause spasm of the particular muscle. And as I told you, that is there is a restriction of abduction range of motion that can present Frendenberg gait also. Okay, so how will we diagnose it? We can diagnose it with the physical examination, X-ray and MRI. By physical examination, we can visualize the atrophy of the thigh muscles. We can check it bilaterally. Then restriction of range of motion can also be noted, and there will be pain. So pain assessment can also be done. So on X-ray there will be flattening of the femoral head, and the lining of the femoral head will be disrupted. On MRI we can see the surface or the shape of the bone, and as I told, in pathogenesis there will be new blood vessel formation, so that stage can also be visible on MRI. Okay, these are the image of X-ray. There is left side Perthes disease. Another image that we have, there is flattening of the femoral head. You can see that. Okay, Now what is the treatment? So first and foremost, treatment of the Perthes disease is conservative totally. We have to give the rest to the patient, pain management with the help of physiotherapy, and open reduction internal fixation can also be performed. As I told you earlier that weaker bone is more prone to fracture, so that fractured joint can also be open can also be done open reduction and internal fixation, and in some cases, in mild cases, it resolves itself. Okay, here comes our role, physiotherapy management. So we have to maintain range of motion. First we have to relieve the pain with the pain relieving modalities. Then we can start treatment by initiating hip range of motion exercise, and we have to first maintain and target the abduction and internal rotation range, and rest is compulsory for the patient with the Perthes disease, and rest can also be prescribed to give rest to the particular part. And the patient with the Perthes disease have more chances to get osteoarthritis in future. Okay, here we end. Thank you. And if you like this video, then you know the drill. Like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.